AI won't replace your trade, but it's going to take your market share in many different ways. Not, you know, I hear this around service industries a lot. People think that they're going to be safe from AI revolution because of a few reasons. They don't think robots are going to come and take their jobs because it involves using their hands, piping something, painting something, hauling away something, doing something that only a human can do. And I do agree with that. I don't think AI is going to be taking those jobs away, potentially even in our lifetime. But here's what we often fail to see, and it's typically right in front of us. And so the real threat is AI is already happening right now, and the way it's going to impact us will be numerous and from many different angles. Some of the angles we can see very clearly, like, robots aren't going to take your job away tomorrow, especially in trades. But other angles require more analysis and much deeper thinking. And honestly, those angles will have a bigger impact on your life just in a non-direct way. Take, for example, AI integration in the search network. That's going to hurt a tremendous amount of small business owners. It's not because the work is disappearing, but because the demand is going to be rerouted, because AI is going to start recommending only a few companies in each individual market based on where that search is located. And when only a few companies get recommended, the market share gets taken away inadvertently. So it's not with some dramatic headline like robots replaced plumbers throughout the nation. It's going to be very quiet. It's going to be customer by customer, call by call, lead by lead. All because that company doesn't think AI is going to replace them. They're not thinking about it. They're not doing anything to learn as much as they can about this new technology and all the ways that it can possibly impact their life and their business. Then we have the guys that have never done any real website work, any real internet work for their business. No SEO, they've never spent $1 on paid ads, and those guys have been around for a long time, typically. They're embedded in a local community, which is great, and they grow by word of mouth, repeats and referrals. They make their living off of those repeats and referrals. And that's pretty much it. And listen, if that's what you want, that can be a totally viable path. But let's call it what it is. Because a lot of those companies don't really grow. They stagnate. They keep busy. They're not actually growing. And if that's what you're after, what you seek by creating in your business is basically to just have a job, if that's what it is. Where you work to make money, you trade time for money, then that's great if that's what you want. You can stay doing the exact same thing. Don't change. What you see now is what you'll see later. You'll continue to help your local community. You'll continue to be busy, and you'll make an honest living. Saving up, investing as much of the extra money as possible. That's fine for some people until it's not. Because what ends up happening is that a lot of these types of businesses, they can only sustain that for so long. It's usually until some major life event or business event happens to them, and they don't have the cushion to get through those really difficult times. And this is likely to happen and has happened for hundreds of years, if not more. So this isn't a modern business problem that we're discussing. This is a reality problem. And so first, you must decide what it is that you actually want from your business and your life, because those two things go hand in hand. And really consider your time in this thought exercise, because what we want now is not always what we want in the future. I've always wanted autonomy with my time and my day. I didn't realize until later, when I started having children, that the time that I actually wanted was for my family. So maybe you're in a similar position, or maybe you really enjoy doing certain things. Maybe the business that you're currently running is not what you're passionate about. It's a means to an end. And you want to have time to do other things that you're more passionate about. Maybe you're a really creative person. Maybe you love to play golf. Maybe you're a painter. Maybe you want to start another business. Or maybe you want to do things in the current business that you really enjoy, but you really can't do because you're pulled in so many directions. And understanding this will help you start building that future now. It helps you start planning the strategy during this incredible, or what could be detrimental for some, revolution that we are currently inside of. Because this is the mistake, that people are waiting until it's obvious. If it's not obvious right now, I don't know what you're waiting for. They're waiting for it to be direct. They're waiting for it to hurt them. But the damage from AI in your world might not show up as AI replaced my job. It could show up as fewer calls, slower weeks, more price shoppers, bigger companies getting picked first, and leaving you wondering why it suddenly feels way harder to even stay afloat. So here's what to do next. Decide what you want. Do you want to stay small and local on purpose? Cool. Build that cushion. Do you want autonomy, flexibility, growth options? Then you should start to act like that and plan it. So stop ignoring the indirect threats. If AI is changing search, and search is how strangers find you, then visibility and trust signals matter more than ever. So start learning the technology instead of just dismissing it. Don't stick your head in the sand. Not to replace your craft, but to protect your market share, protect your margins, protect your future. Because the guys who win the next decade won't be the guys who work the hardest. It'll be the guys who see what's happening early, which is right now, and they're building around it before everyone else is forced to. So I'll end this video with this. What do you actually want from your business in your life? And are you building that future right now? Or are you hoping that the world just stays the same? This shift is happening whether you like it or not.